When you think of great leaders, Nelson Mandela might come to mind, maybe George Washington or Mother Teresa. These historical figures are compassionate, well-spoken, and overall influential people. However, being a good leader doesn't mean you have to end up in the history books. Today, we are going to explore what it means to be a leader in a more everyday context. First, we'll begin learning how to spot a leader from the rest of the pack. Next, we'll explore how to become a leader. And finally, we'll look at the different ways people respond to leadership. Let's get started. In every workplace, in every social circle, in every family, in any sort of group setting, there's always a leader. Sometimes it's easy to tell. At work, it's your boss. On a hockey team, it's the guy with a C on his jersey. Generally, people think the one who's the most vocal and the one who talks with the most conviction is the leader. I'm not denying the truth in this statement. I'm just saying it's not always that simple. What happens when you're at a party with a bunch of new people and you don't know who's in charge? The music is too loud to really hear anyone, so what do? Instead of listening for verbal cues, you can instead focus on looking for non-verbal cues. In a study by Elizabeth Bray and Kristen Schutz, they narrowed down the most important non-verbal cues to look for: posture, head orientation, eye gaze, and eyebrows. A leader will stand up straight, head tilted slightly back, unwavered gaze, and lowered eyebrows. It might seem pretty straightforward to some of you, hopefully it does, but these basic cues can be easily missed if you aren't looking for them. What's powerful about nonverbal cues is that they are hard to fake. Anyone can raise their voice and sound more confident, but it's extremely difficult to consciously fix your posture and lower your eyebrows. The people you believe to be leaders might not actually be leaders. I'm sure many people enjoy taking on a leadership role. I'm also sure many of you don't. Regardless, being a good leader can help you build your identity. In this study, we learned what aspects shape the kind of leader you'll turn out to be. It begins with the expectations of others and your own individual characteristics. Your beliefs on power and your motivation to lead then influence the type of leader you'll be. In general, to be a good leader, you must set clear expectations, maintain good relationships, and constantly work on improving your ability to lead. Doing so will help you identify as a leader and increase your motivation to lead. There's two different types of leadership styles: transactional and transformational. Transactional leaders assign and direct tasks, while transformational leaders engage, reinforce, and meet the needs of their colleagues. The key to becoming a good leader is finding the balance in between the two, being able to play both parts. Now, we'll look at how different people respond to leaders. In yet another study, the researchers tested for people's ability to disobey authority figures. The results suggest that people with high need for cognitive control, which is basically to say that someone who needs a lot of structure in their life and likes to know exactly what's going on, they have a hard time telling people in positions of power no. I'm not going to go into the actual experiment, but I suggest reading the paper in your spare time. It's really quite elegant. As a leader, it's important to identify who has a high need for cognitive control and who doesn't, so you can adjust your leadership style. There's a lot more to cover on this topic and a lot more research out there. My goal in making these videos is to promote the thousands upon thousands of articles out there. Of course, I cannot cover everything, but I'm going to do my part in sharing the hard work of many researchers across the globe. If you want to support my channel, you can click the link in the description and check out my Etsy shop, where I create worksheets based off the articles that I read. They're only about $1 each. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.